Kami turun padang, semua dungu berpenunggu. Kami inspirasi sebab itu mereka tiru. Guru kami lain, kualiti nombor 1. Bukan macam tempat tu, asal ke tempat penuh beribu politik. Ya dulu kami seorang pakai, lepas kami pakai bersepah semua nak pakai. Kualiti kelas pertama, yuran kami tak masuk akal. Mari join sekali, pasti suka kami tak sangkal. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Radar. Remember, inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Radar. Remember, inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Yang tersebut. Silakan.
10 sebab
10
seronok sebab cikgu bagi step by step, saya boleh faham.
Silakan.
Saya boleh bagi rate 10 per 10 lah. Okay. Ni bukan sebagai apa, ni bukan pasangan.
We trust to help me level up. Cheer up, Lahazon, we believe our grade will be increased. Stand up with a holistic approach. We sure they are great coach. Chill up, do the best, be the best, who the best, we're the best. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Radar. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Radar. Remember, inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way, only way, how you wanna level up.
Mereka dapat terangkan tajuk yang sukar untuk dipelajari oleh pelajar-pelajar. Terang sampai dapat. Itulah yang paling bagusnya di Razonnya.
Razon terbaik.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to our Superpower English class for today. So, as for today, are you excited? Because today is Monday and now is 4:18 o'clock p.m. So, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling good or are you feeling kind of sick? Okay, I'm sorry if there's a noise here because right now in my place it's kind of rainy. So it's kind of cool for me, but still I'm happy to be here with all of you. So, are you excited or what do you think we are going to explore for today? Is it something new or is it just like a revision from before? Which is no. If you think it's a revision from our past life before, no. Today we are going to explore something new, something different from before, and it's something exciting for all of us, including me. Okay, so as you know, everyone know that I'm Teacher Aryna from English Department Lahazun Education. So, are you excited today? What are we going to explore for today? So, if you feel excited and can't wait, what are we going to explore for today? So let's see. Let me share screen for you. Okay, as you can see here, for our topic for today, we are going to do S2S speaking with KAD ASK. Okay, what is S2S? S2S is silent to spoken. So we are going to do speaking part for today, but using KAD ASK. But before we are going to the speaking part, maybe some of you never watched live before for our pronunciation part. So I'm going to explain for you another time the tips for pronunciation. Okay, let's see the first tip that I'm going to share with you, and me and Mr. Potter here, we are going to explain for pronunciation first. So I'm going to give you the first tip, okay, to polish your pronunciation before you do speaking. So the first tip is you need to learn to listen. Okay, do you have any idea how you want to learn to listen? Do you have any in your mind? Like, how do I want to learn to listen before I can speak? So let's see. If you have any kind of question like that in your mind, I can explain to you how you want to do that. So, first thing before you learn, this is for your knowledge, okay? Is you need to learn how to speak. And you need to learn how to listen before you want to speak. Of course, it's like a baby step. Okay, for if you imagine a baby, we are going to hear first or listen what are the mommy and daddies is talking, or maybe what by watching YouTube videos, kid videos. Okay, that's how baby learn. They listen, then they speak. Okay, it's like if you are new or maybe you are trying to polish your pronunciation, so you need to be like a baby. Okay, you need to do a baby step so that you can polish your pronunciation. So maybe some of the pronunciation or maybe some of the word can be hard or maybe tricky for us. Okay, if you get used to the native speaker or how they pronounce the word, maybe you find it's easy. But maybe some of us feel, oh my God, how do I want to pronounce this kind of word? It's hard, very hard, or maybe kind of tricky because maybe the pronunciation is different, but the spelling is different. Okay, maybe some of you will get that if you look into a few part in a few words. Okay, but our focus for today, okay, for example, sleep and sleep. We have the different spellings but same pronunciation. So this is what I'm talking about, the same sound but the different spelling. So you might be tricky, maybe some of you, okay, maybe you have a conversation with your friend. Maybe your friend say, okay, we look into sleep in your lab. Okay, maybe they say, I want to go to sleep. Maybe you'll be thinking in your mind, is it the right sleep or the left sleep? Is it sleep or slip? So it's different. Maybe if you heard for the first time, it will be like it sounds similar, but it's something different. Okay, if you learn in silent to spoken, you will know the difference between the right one and the left one. It has different. Okay, that's how you learn the way to pronounce the word. Okay, that is the other part of that. So this is one of the example for sleep and sleep. Let's move to the next part. Okay, the one that I give example just now is called minimal pairs. If you have watched the live before for pronunciation, you will know what is minimal pairs because I already explained to you. But if you are the first time watching this, do you know or what comes in your mind when you heard the word minimal pairs? Is it a pair of shoes? Is it like that? Okay. So as you can see just now, I show you between sleep, sleep, and slip. That's called minimal pairs. Okay. The same pronunciation, the same pronunciation, but the different spelling and also meaning. So that is called minimal pairs. Let's see. Okay, minimal pair means word that have a same sound but different spelling, just like sleep and sleep. Okay, that is called minimal pair. Same sound but different spelling and also sometimes different meaning. Okay, so what about the second tips? Okay, the second tip is notice how your mouth and lips move. It's very important to know how your mouth and lips move for each of the word you pronounce. So how do you want to do that? How do you want to make sure that you notice your mouth and lips moving? Okay, do you have any idea how do you want to notice that? No? Okay, so let's see. So when you speak, you move your mouth. Of course, if you want to speak, you will move your mouth, your tongue, your lips. How you move your mouth affects how you pronounce your words. Okay, for example, how do you say smile? Okay, this is for the first one. Smile. Smile is different because how you move your mouth and your lips and your tongue. Okay, it depends on how you move your lips, your mouth, and your tongue. That will affect your pronunciation. So, of course, if you want to have a correct pronunciation, you need to learn how to move your mouth because it have a step and each of the word and each of the pronunciation have the different step on moving your mouth. So that is one of the tips for you if you want to have the correct pronunciation by checking your mouth, lips, and tongue, how you move all of that. For example, how you pronounce the word P, how do you pronounce the word B? Okay, it's have a technique for that. So that you can learn from silent to spoken because they taught you about that. Next one, which is let's check some more tips for that. Do you want to know further on how you want to move your mouth? Of course you do. Am I right? Because you want to know further. You want to polish your pronunciation. So of course you want to know that. So let's see. You can see there is a man there, Shashingu, and there is an owl in the cage. Let's see the first one. Things that you need to do if you want to learn about moving your mouth. First one, use a mirror. Okay, instead of you using a mirror to make over yourself or maybe to wear makeup, you can also learn how to move your mouth, lips, and tongue by using a mirror. Okay. Yeah, for example, maybe some of you do this and maybe some of you never done this. So for example, as I always do, I will look into the mirror and I will pretend that I'm talking to someone. But instead, I'm talking with myself. But just that I use the mirror so that I can see the way I pronounce each of the word or each of the IPA. Okay, so that's how you use a mirror so that you can see, oh, this is how I pronounce P. This is how I pronounce the word sleep. You can see how your mouth is moving, your lips, the position of your lips, your mouth, and also your tongue. Okay, that is the first one. And then the second one, you need to put a finger in front of your lips, just like the man does it. Why? Do you have any idea why do you need to put your mouth? You need to put a finger in front of your lips. Do you have any idea why you need to do that? Okay, instead of you want to make someone quiet, you ask them to be quiet by putting your finger in front of your lips. Okay, that's different. But this one, if you want to learn to move your mouth, lips, and tongue, okay, the second is you need to put a finger in front of your lips. Why? So, for example, how do you want to know the position of your lips, tongue, and also mouth when you pronounce the letter S? S. Okay, you can, if you put a finger in front of your lips, you can feel there is a puff of air coming out through your mouth. Okay, for example, you can also try, okay, you can say shh. How you want to make people quiet, you will say shh. Can you feel there is air coming through your mouth? Yes. So that is how you want to pronounce shh. For example, shout. Shout. Okay, there's going to be a puff of air going out of your mouth. So if you want to check, okay, for example, if you want to pronounce P, the word P, alphabet P and B, which one is going to have a puff of air? You can take your finger, put it in front of your mouth, try to pronounce P. P. Is there any puff of air? Yes. What about B? B. Okay, there's no puff of air coming throughout your mouth. That is how you want to check. Either you pronounce the word or the alphabet correctly. Okay? This is how you want to check for your position in your mouth. Okay. What about next one? Okay, this is the further explanation. First, A is when you want to use a mirror. This is the simplest way to tell your mouth is doing while you talk. Okay, if you see the mirror, you can see your mouth. How is your mouth moving? Okay, besides that, we can check where do we put our tongue when we pronounce each of the words. Like I told you just now, when you use the mirror in front of you, you can see where do you put your tongue. Is it upper your lips or maybe between your teeth? Okay, you can see how the position of your tongue, lips. Okay, for putting your finger in front of your mouth as you speak, you cannot move your finger. Just put it here. Okay. You should feel your lips moving away from or pushing against your finger. Okay. You can see is it the position like this, like a kissing position, or maybe it's just a normal position. And you can also feel if there is a puff of air coming through your mouth, or maybe the word doesn't have a puff of air. Okay. That is for putting fingers in front of your lips. So for me, as myself, I usually do in front of the mirror, okay, because it's more effective for me. It depends on each of the person. Maybe some of you will use B, which is putting your lips, finger in front of your mouth, and maybe some of you will choose to use a mirror. As for me, I will choose a mirror because I can see how my mouth moving. Okay, directly you can see yourself. So that is for me, but for all of you out there, maybe you can choose your own technique. Okay, so the next one, okay, the third, pay attention to your tongue. Okay, it's very important for you to pay attention to your tongue. Why? Do you have any idea why you need to pay attention to your tongue instead of your lips and your mouth? Hmm. Maybe some of you will say, why do I need to pay attention to my tongue instead of my lips and also my mouth? Why? Because when we speak, you move your tongue to make the sound. Okay. If you imagine, if you don't have a tongue, how you want to pronounce each of the word. Okay, am I right? For example, if you want to pronounce the word L, R, th, okay, this word found many people found it very difficult to pronounce it. Why? Because their position of their lips, the position of their lips is not the correct position. So that's why you need to check how your position for your tongue. Okay, it's very important. Okay, for example, the word L. How do you put your tongue? And also R. Where is your position for your tongue? Okay, you can learn that from silent to spoken. They will taught you how is the position for the letter L, R, T, to make all the difficult pronunciation become easy. So that's why you need to focus on your tongue. Okay. So that is the tips for pronunciation. So I'm very excited for this part, which is let's see the example. How do we want to pronounce the word? Okay, and how do we want to speak the word? Okay, that's the different. Okay, let's see. We are going to go through two of that. So can you see? We are going to use KAD ASK, which is this KAD ASK. Can you see what type of KAD ASK is this? What is the picture is showing you? Is it an apple? Who wants to guess? Is it an apple? Is it a papaya? Is it a broccoli? Okay, so let's see. This is from KAD ASK. This one is going to be banana. I bet all of you love to eat banana. Okay, for banana, the category is fruit. Okay, in KAD ASK is fruit. So banana. Maybe some of you will asking why we will learn or why we are going to pronounce the word banana. Okay, this is why. Because some of us will pronounce it in the wrong way. Okay, maybe some of us will say banana, banana. What else? Okay, there's so many pronunciation. Okay, for banana. So let's see how is the correct way we want to pronounce banana. See, this is the IPA. Banana, banana. Okay, banana. That is the correct way on how you want to pronounce the word banana. So let's see. Okay, maybe some of you will asking me, what's the difference between UK and US? The pronunciation is different. So let's see one by one for each of the pronunciation for in UK and also in US. So this one is for UK. This is how they pronounce the word banana. Banana, banana, banana. It's different from US. Okay, so for UK, banana, banana. But okay, so do you get it for UK? Banana. For US, it's different, which is banana, banana. It's different. You can see the IPA. If you learn silent to spoken, you will know what is IPA. So for US and UK, it's different between the IPA and the pronunciation. It's kind of different a little bit only. Banana, 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 banana. Do you get it? Okay, that is for pronunciation. What about we go to the speaking part? Let's see some example sentence. This is the simple sentence. Okay, if for primary learners, primary students, this is if you want to make or if you want to pronounce the word banana in a sentence, you can say I love to eat banana or I love to eat banana. UK and US. Okay, that is the correct pronunciation. You can either pronounce in the UK or US. It's just the same and it's just correct. So you can see there's a little baby eating the banana, seeing you. It's very delicious. It's really make me hungry sometimes. Okay, so that's how you want to make a simple sentence using KAD ASK banana. So what about we read something? For example, in dialogue, what is your favorite fruit? What is your favorite fruit? What is your favorite fruit? Okay, that is a spontaneous way. So maybe you can ask your friend, my favorite fruit is banana. If your friends pronounce in incorrect way, you can tell them this is how you want to pronounce the word banana. Banana or banana. Banana. Okay? There's different there. So you can do this practice with your friends, with your family, with your siblings. Okay? And as for a teacher, you can do this practice with your primary students. Okay? Or even you can do this with your secondary students. It's very useful. So, can you see what picture is this? I bet all of you know what is this. You can see it's very tall. You can see the color is in yellow and chocolate. And you can see it's kind of big. Yeah. Where you can find this animal? Is it in the forest? Is it in the sea? Or maybe it's in the zoo? Can you name me what kind of animal is this? Who knows what kind of animal is this? Do you have any idea what is this? I bet all of you know what is this. This is what do you think? What is this? This is giraffe. Yes, thank you. This is giraffe. Okay, maybe some of you will be. Why? Why again? We will learn how to pronounce the simple words. Okay. Why? Because from the simple word, we sometimes get confused, sometimes have the incorrect pronunciation. So that's why we need to learn from the basics. So for giraffe, we have also from UK and US pronunciation. And it's kind of different a bit. Okay, so let's see. First, this is the IPA. Giraffe. Giraffe. Okay, so the ra is going to be long. Giraffe. Okay, that's how you want to pronounce giraffe. So this is for UK pronunciation. This is how they pronounce giraffe. 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 For UK, giraffe. Can you do it together? Giraffe. Okay, giraffe. Okay, this is for UK. What about US? This is how they pronounce giraffe. Giraffe. In US, they pronounce it as giraffe, just a short one. If UK, giraffe. In US, giraffe. You can see the way they pronounce, or if you already know how the pronunciation or how the position in your mouth, then you will know, oh, there's a difference between you pronounce giraffe and giraffe, US and UK. Okay, in UK the pronunciation is a bit longer, but in US it's a bit shorter. Giraffe. Giraffe. That's for US. For UK, giraffe. Giraffe. Okay, you can see there is a difference there. Can you see? Yeah. So that is for this animal. So basically, you can see a giraffe or giraffe in the zoo or maybe in the jungle. Okay, so let's see. This is for pronunciation, and this is the simple sentence example that I give to you. The giraffe or the giraffe is tall. You can pronounce this animal giraffe or giraffe. Okay, both of it is correct. Okay, the giraffe is tall. The giraffe is tall. See, it's kind of if you heard. Okay, if you heard um, the way I pronounce it is kind of different. You can see the difference if you heard it. Okay, so let's see. Hi, yes, this is fun facts. This is my favorite part, which is the fun facts about giraffe or giraffe. Maybe some of you don't know this kind of facts, but even kids can take note about these facts for giraffe or giraffe. Okay, this is kind of the research that I found about giraffe. So let's see. It's very interesting, and I kind of knew this. So there's a picture of giraffe here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have two types of speaking. First is the reading speaking and the spoken speaking. So let's see. This is the reading. Okay, the reading voice. A giraffe's neck has the same amount of 7 as the human neck, just with each one being up to 25 centimeter long. That is the reading mood. What about speaking mood? Okay, it's more like a spontaneous mood. So there's a difference between reading mood and speaking mood. For example, if you want to tell your friends about this fun fact for giraffe, you can say like this. Hey, for example, his name is Sarah. Hey Sarah, do you want to know a fun fact about giraffe? Let me tell you something. Do you know a giraffe neck has the same amount of 7 as the human neck? Right? Just with each one being up to 25 centimeter long. See? You can see the differentiate between spoken mood, speaking mood, and also reading mood. You can see there is a difference there. So you can practice these two mood with yourself. You can just take a short article like this one that I do for giraffe. You can just do the short article in the reading mood and also speaking mood. So you can see the difference. First, try to practice for reading mood first. Then you can try to practice for speaking mood so that you will have the pronunciation of your mouth, or the pronunciation or for each of the word will be smooth, so that you will sound like a native speaker. That's what we want, right? We want, if you want to go to the overseas, then they will be like, wow, she sounds or he sounds like a native speaker. Okay, so that is for the pink one. So you can see, I just knew that the giraffe neck can be like a seven human neck long, like 25 centimeter. It's like so very long, right? Maybe some of you like don't know this kind of fact, but yeah, this is a true fact. Okay, let's see for the blue one. Okay, I'm going to do for the reading mood first. Giraffe can survive for 2 until 3 days without drinking water because they get their water from their food and dew on the plants. So that is reading mood. Okay, you need to take note, that is for reading mood. So for speaking mood, let's see. For example, I want to talk to Daniel. Okay. For example, my friend's name Daniel. Daniel, do you want to know something about giraffe? It's very interesting. Okay. Giraffe, do you know giraffe can survive for 2 or 3 days without drinking water? Because they get their water from their food and dew on the plants. Can see the difference? The way the natural in for speaking mood, the natural way for you to pronounce each of the word. Sometimes, okay, you can see the word A and D. Okay, as we reading, we will pronounce it as N. They are food and dew. But for your speaking mood, it will sound smoother, which is their food and dew. N. Okay, and become N. Their food and dew. Do you hear that? Their food and dew. Their food and dew. So that is a natural way for you for you to do the speaking mood. It's kind of sound different from reading mood. Okay, that's why you need to practice for both of it. First, you need to practice for reading mood first. Take time. Take time for reading mood. Then you can do the speaking mood. Okay, so how do you find it? Is it very easy for the by speaking part? Okay, by speaking, by using those two tips, which is the reading mood and the speaking mood, it will be much easier for you to see the differentiate between the speaking and reading. How you pronounce each of the word in reading and how do you pronounce each of the word in speaking. Okay, speaking is of course going to be more smoother and it's going to be more natural, but in reading it's going to be more formal. Okay, so that's why you need to practice for reading and also speaking mood. See, it's kind of for if you are new, okay, maybe if you never heard about this tip before, maybe you will say it's kind of difficult, but trust me, if you be consistent, okay, and if you keep practicing or keep digging the information, keep learning, keep practicing, keep, asking the professional teachers or maybe trainers, okay, on the tips, or maybe if you kind of confused, you can also watch YouTube. There's like a lot of YouTube about the pronunciation if you want to learn further about pronunciation. So don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid to make mistake. It's normal. If you are new, it's normal to make mistake. We learn from mistake, okay? So I hope the tips for pronunciation and the tips for speaking, it's useful for all of you. Okay. For all of you, you might be thinking, how do I want to start from baby step? Okay, you can use KAD ASK to learn how to pronounce or do the speaking part. Okay, it's very useful. Trust me, even adult, even I also use KAD ASK for my speaking. Okay, so I hope you can use the tips and share the tips to your friends or maybe to your family, to your closest friends, to anyone, or maybe in public, or in also in your social media. You can share the information to your friends or to everyone that really needs it. Okay, I'm really, really thankful and happy because you are still here to learn the tips. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you have a great day today. From me, thank you. Assalamualaikum, everyone. Bye. Thank you.
Kami turun padang semua dengu berpenunggu. Kami inspirasi sebab itu mereka tiru. Guru kami lain kualiti nombor 1. Bukan macam tempat tu asal ke tempat penuh beribu holiday. Ya dulu kami seorang pakai, lepas kami pakai bersih pas semua nak pakai. Kualiti kelas pertama yuran kami tak masuk akal. Mari join sekali pasti suka kami tak sangkal. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Ada. Remember inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way only way how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, listen up. Wanna be a success student, remember about Ada. Remember inside kita, remember about you study, cause that way only way how you wanna level up.
Yang tersebut. Silakan.
10 sebab
10
seronok sebab cikgu bagi step by step, saya boleh faham.
Silakan.
Saya boleh bagi rate 10 per 10 lah. Okay. Ni bukan sebagai apa, ni bukan pasal
Zone we trust to help me level up. Cheer up, Lahazon we believe our grade will be increased. Stand up with a holistic approach. We sure they are great coach. Chill up, do the best, be the best, who the best, we're the best. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Ada. Remember inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way only way how you wanna level up. Hey up, listen up, wanna be a success student, remember about Ada. Remember inside kita, remember about your study, cause that way only way how you wanna level up.
Mereka dapat terangkan tajuk yang sukar untuk dipelajari oleh pelajar-pelajar. Terang sampai dapat. Itulah yang paling bagusnya di Lahazon terbaik.